You ordered this in November 2015? That's...
I got it at the end of May.
So the best things in life have a wait, right? They're worth the wait.
You have to wait.
Like finding the right wife.
I looked for the car for
right
4
job.
months.
4 months?
Until I got an allocation. Because everybody was asking over MSRP, you know. And,
Did you get to pick color?
Yeah, I spec the whole car.
Oh,
everything.
oh, that's
I got
great.
to spec the car.
Did you buy here in Florida?
Dustin, yeah. What was that?
They
Dustin?
build it after your spec?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep, I spec the car in November and it was built like in February, March.
Now, how is the, do you have any, are you up to date on news from Porsche, whether they're continuing to make
done.
this car? They're done?
They're done for this generation. They might do another GT4 on the next model, the 718.
Oh, with the 718 body?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll turbo it?
According to them, they say they are going to stay in A, but there's no engines. You know, this is the 911 engine, Carrera S 3.8, and they don't make that engine
Unless
anymore.
they put a GT3 engine in it.
They will never do that because they don't want these cars passing the GT3.
So the question is, what are they going to continue to make an NA engine just for the GT4?
That's
or what are they going to
a
turbo
lot of
it?
people think they're going to be turbo. The new ones, the whole lineup now is turbo. I mean, everything is
this
turbo.
car got works on, man. That's like the
All the owners, that's what they want. They want it to stay.
That's what they want, right?
They want turbo for the next
But the
one.
more valuable it gets, the more garage queens you see, right?
Oh yeah. The funny thing in these cars, you see them all at the track. I mean, there's a lot of them being tracked compared to the GT3 RS and the GT3s.
More so.
These things you see like 10 of them at the
And
track.
why do you think more people are tracking this car versus the GT3s?
Because the owners think this is a cheap car to track compared to the GT3.
It's all relative, right? For them, it's cheap. Oh, this is like, okay, it's like tracking my Civic, you know?
They have an RS which they pay $220,000 for it, and then they get this for $100, like half a price. You know, oh, this is
great. I can track this. Now I remember when.
What is that?
Okay, I remember when people were getting their deliveries, some of them were putting it right back in the market at like 10, 15,000 over MSRP.
Cars, yeah, they were flipping cars.
But now you see people selling their used examples, but not at such high markup anymore.
Nope.
Like 5,000 or so.
It depends on the market. California, they still up in the 20s, 25s.
Ooh.
California is crazy.
So if they come out with the turbos, that may drive the values on this car, you think?
Oh yeah.
If they continue with the naturally aspirated,
They might drop it a little bit.
may drop it a little bit.
Yeah. The price will go up definitely on the next iteration because they underpriced this car. You know, Porsche. I guess people think they underpriced. They know what they're doing.
Oh, so
the next one might be a higher MSRP starting off on these cars. But they're going to continue. They have so much success in this car that there's no point to just do a one-year thing and not make them anymore, you know. So most likely they will keep doing it on the
now, did you have other Porsches before this one?
This is my first one.
Your first one?
I was a BMW guy.
Oh, what a way to start. Were you cross-shopping against any other cars? Or were you like, oh, I want this car?
I wanted this car, yeah. I saw this car when it came out and I was able to drive one in Atlanta, and that was it for me. I had an M4, you know, it was pushing like 550 horsepower. And once I got this, I sold it.
Did you drive with the GTS?
Yes. GTS, yeah.
So, any thoughts on things that are noticeable right away driving the two cars?
It's more of a daily driver. It's a fun car to drive.
Yeah.
This one has a little more power, but other than that, it's more of a daily. I think it's a great car. I drove all three of them before driving this one. The S, Cayman GTS, and then this one. At the track.
I like how the motorcycle guys like to make an entrance and an exit, you know. We're leaving now. Make sure we know.
And it's a big difference because this car has a GT3 suspension in the front.
Yeah, that's right. Some GT3 parts in there, right?
GT3 brakes. So, you know, turning at the track and all that stuff is a big difference from the GTS. They're all great cars. Porsche knows what they're doing.
Now I heard the bucket seats are really hard to get, like in the beginning.
At the beginning of the production, there was people that couldn't get them because there was a shortage. By the end, everybody that wanted them, you know, they were able to spec them out.
That's great. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to continue to follow you at